Alright. I think we're good. I'm gonna assume I am. Lol. Sup? What is up? Hello. Like the title may suggest, this might be a little different from what I've been streaming lately. So I am hoping to just ramble about my, what I call my void guys. Because I really want to talk about them. Hi, dude. Hello, peoples. I want to talk about my void guys. Thank you. If we wanted to talk about that, all three of us would have to be on doing, like, talking about it. But hello, peoples. I hope you guys are having a good day. So far, it's not the end of the day yet. It is only 7. Or it's 7 for me. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but it's right, like 7:30. Did I didn't eye correctly. Face proportions. Hate drawing your face, Charles. I gotta draw you with your best bud. But I hope you guys are having a good day. Okay. But I hope you guys, have had a good day so far. Or gonna have a good day. I don't know time zone. Time zones confuse my brain. Lol. I'm drawing one of my OCs, which I will go on a ramble about him in a sec. But, just like what the title says, I want to ramble about my OCs because I've been working on them for years at this point, and I just want to talk about them. And I've been talking about them to the same exact people, and they're kind of sick of me talking about them. So, new people. But my day has been honestly pretty boring, if I'm being honest. I've done absolutely nothing. Like, and when I say absolutely nothing, I mean like absolute none. Okay, V, calm down. But yeah, I've done like absolutely nothing today. It's like, it's been getting warmer out, which I like, but it's like, my room heats up so quickly, and I'm just dying. I hate it so much. But there's not really, what did I do? There's not really much I can do about it, so I kind of gotta suffer through it. Sorry if you're hearing moving noises. I was trying to move my laptop so I can read chat properly. Here you go, Charles. Let me draw your best bud. You love it so much. Totally. No, you don't. You despise this guy, but this guy loves you. I think I made him too big. No, it's fine. Mirror, I'm so sorry I haven't drawn you in so long. It's been so long. I made you humongous, but it's fine. No, it's all good. You're all good. Mirror, I made you humongous. Oh, you're not... You may be big, but you're not this big. Shrink you down just a wee bit. There we go, buddy. I need to draw you more, Mirror. Jeez, that's like the first time I've drawn you in probably over a year. Yeah, I proportioned that not correctly. And then we're going to do this fun thing called we're going to draw in the scarf neck thingy jibber and part of the body. We're going to move Charles a bit. And then we're going to move Mirror a bit. And we're going to enlarge it a little bit because Mirror is humongous. I don't remember who asked the question yesterday, but whenever, I think it was you, Sam, of whenever you asked us how many OCs we have, that's how many I got. Not all of these are actually mine. 6 of them aren't. But this isn't even all of my OCs. There's a bunch of them. Yeah, I'll get to them in a bit. I just want to sketch out a few of them right now. I would like to play board games. I just don't have the people to play board games with because people are just, they don't want to play board games with me. I need to ask my uncle next time we can do game night. I miss doing game nights. They were so fun. That's not connected. Now it's connected. Ha ha ha. Oh, I'm kind of like, again, oh my gosh, I've been on an Uno, I have refused to play Uno. Now, it's not that I've been refusing to play Uno, it's, I am never gonna play a game of Uno on New Year's ever again. We made a game last about 2 hours. It just kept on going, it was horrible. It was horrible. I do eat pasta, yes. I do eat pasta. Okay, this is inefficient. Jesus. Will this one do better? Maybe. Yes, it will. Okay. Well, to explain the two that are on screen right now, this is Charles, okay, people. This guy, Mr. Grumpy Pants over here, I was about to call him more things, but you guys won't understand why I would be calling him that. So this is Charles. This goober, he's not a goober, he very bad man, but that's Charles right there, and I just realized I drew it on the wrong letter. He is a very problematic dude, just to put it simply. Just to name just a few things that man has done. He has murdered dozens. He gruesomely murdered his family, but like, when I say gruesome, I mean it's like, it's gruesome. I would get into it. I know my Apple Pencil taps a lot. I'm aggressive. I'm a very aggressive tapper whenever I'm drawing. I'm so sorry. But I feel like there's loud car. I just feel like there's not really much I can do about the loud tappage. Because I don't think there's a way for me to shush it. which I'm sorry about. We don't get loud cars. Why are their cars being loud? Sorry if you guys heard that. But yeah, this guy, not good guy. Not in the slightest. How do I explain this without giving away too much? Or it's saying, because I have a feeling that no matter what happens in this stream, I'm probably gonna have to private it just from how, like, because there's a lot with my what I call my void guys. There's a lot of sensitive topics. I should probably put a warning if I'm being honest, but this guy, he's done a lot of bad things. And this guy that I'm currently just shading in, because it's a very dark creature, and its face wouldn't show up if I drew it normally, it's like a part of it, I guess. Like, these two are like one of the same, I guess. I hope that makes sense. Ow. Here, let me finish. Yeah. That's Rye's streaming schedule, yeah. She streams on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then every other Thursday. Okay. Is that everything? No, I forgot this. Yeah, hold on, let me finish. Sorry, I went silent. I was thinking. Let me finish coloring this, and I can explain the connection between these two, because if I'm being honest, it's a little complicated. I'd probably have to explain a few other things. It's gonna be a lot of me explaining, if I'm being honest. It's gonna be a lot of me just talking and yapping. So, I mean, no, that's, I can't English. I know that's normally what my streams are, but, like, just giving y'all a warning, there's gonna be a lot of things that I'm gonna be talking about that you guys probably don't, you obviously won't understand. Hello? And then your award-winning smile. There you go, buddy. It's not big enough. Hi, TBX. How's it going? Hope it's going good. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. That smile big enough? It is. Let's go. I have a lot of drawings of the Peter Griffin death pose. Wait, hold on. Let me show. Right there. There's 4 of them, but there's me. I'm dead. I'm a dead man. Oh, are you also a dead man? Okay. We can all be dead together. It's okay. Dead party. Here we go. Little goober. I love this thing so much, guys. You don't understand. Hi, Deb! I went so high pitched there! I went so high pitched. Oopsies. Hi, Kindle. Hello. Yeah, screw it. 1 layer. I'll be all in 1 layer. Nah, it's all good. I'm not gonna get mad at you. It's okay. You're fine. Oh. Smooth. Where is the photo of all of them? I need the photo of all of them. There's the photo of all of them. There we go. There's them all. Whose art did you eat? Why? If you ate mine, why? Why did you do that? I want your chip, actually. Why'd you eat it? Okay. Giraffes! I love giraffes. What? What do you mean a warning? Like, what kind of warning? Because I know it should probably have a warning, but, like, what kind of warning are you saying? I won't go too much in depth, maybe. The way I side-eyed my... the way I side-eyed my, my laptop. But I won't go too into depth, maybe. I don't know. I won't go into the... I think the most I'll do is the more gory stuff, not the... Not what this man has done. I think I'll but I'll put a warning in a second. Chip, your face. What is wrong with your face, man? Can you work? Thank you. My gosh. Yeah. So wait, hold on. Let me go to the big drawing. So all of these guys are what I call my void guys. These are, okay, besides like 6 of them. Wait, hold on. Let me let me cross out which 6 are not a part of this. You are not mine, you are not mine, you are not mine, and these 3 are not mine. So we're gonna stick with that while I explain this a little bit. So all besides all the ones that have been crossed out, because those aren't my characters, those are Ryan V's. All these guys are what I call my void guys. They are... The story's honestly very complicated. I've been working on it for a few years now. in a bunch of their stories, mainly looking at you, Charles, a bunch of their stories are very, what's the best way to say this? Traumatic? Very gory. There's a lot of stuff happening. I think the most tragic out of all of them is, let me zoom in on him, because honestly, his story is really sad. Is this guy, this is Chip, just, because this is information I'm okay sharing. Yeah, mature lore. This, like, for example, with this guy, Mr. Charles over here, he, he's all over the place, meaning he's done some really questionable things that a lot of people probably shouldn't be doing, but he did them because there's lore reasons as to why. I'm just trying to find the best way to word it. It's also, I don't want to reveal everything about their stories, if I'm being honest. But, him, for example, he just has a really tragic backstory. Bro watched his freaking family die right in front of his face. He was 5 when he saw his parents die. It's not funny, it really isn't, but it's just, oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. He was 5 when his dad got decapitated and his mom got ripped in half. And he watched that. He was a little youngin'. He was 5. He had everything ripped away from him. And everything that happened wasn't even his fault. It wasn't even his dad's fault. It was his grandfather. Please. Okay, we good. I accidentally turned off my iPad, guys. We're good. But, he's just a little goober. He's not even a little goober. He's a depressed goober who blames everything that happened to him, or to his family and to his kingdom, because he's a king. Kind of. It's complicated. But, he kind of blames himself for everything that had happened, because they're still being hunted down just because he's still alive. Very, very depressed man. Very, he don't want to be here anymore because he has a lot of survivor's guilt. Poor little guy. Sad. Anyways, there's Chip for you. I will go more into depth, because out of everybody here, he actually has the most, story written out. You are not a close second, but you're second. You are getting there. You're getting there. You're kind of getting there. I had to get rid of everything for you. You are just all over the place, man. It's not even just from the actions you've done. Charles. Who else is getting there? He's getting there. These guys' story is honestly really sad, and I have the plot written out. For those two. I just have to, like, actually properly write it. It's very sad, very tragic, honestly. I have yours mostly written out. I've had these two's mostly written out. These two's plot written out. These two's plot written out. Your backstory. You're just a guy. Your backstory I'm working on. Yeah, like, a bunch of them. It's very complicated. The stuff that I've been working on with these guys. Very complicated stuff. There we go. But to explain who this feller is, to this guy, he is a connection to Charles. This is Charles, by the way. This is a sketch I did of Charles. This is what... Okay, now I gotta explain to you guys what the void is. So the void is basically... Okay, Chip, you go away. I don't like this sketch. Go away. So basically, a void is this big... Oh, it's a void. Really, it's just filled, it's nothingness. It's just a void of nothing, right? If I'm being honest, I kind of just spring it onto people. I just kind of go, so like, for example, with him, because I am willing to share this one thing that he's done. So this guy is a very messed up man. It's not really his fault as to why he acts like this, but at the same time, it is his fault because he acted upon these thoughts. Whenever I'm talking about them, I just kind of go, so this happened, and then the person who I'm telling this to kind of looks at me and just like, what? And I'm like, yeah, don't worry, it gets worse. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta do a little sketches so I can explain this better. So... I'm still figuring out the void fully, because writing out a different plane of existence is honestly very difficult. Really, I'm not even going to go into depths on what happens to this guy, but watching his parents die in front of him is not the worst thing that happens to him, by the way. That's not the worst thing that happens to him. And he watched his mom she got ripped in half from the chest. He watched that, and he watched his dad get his head ripped off. He was 5 during that. And that's not even the worst thing that's happened to him. So, I did a thumbs up, by the way. I just realized you couldn't see it. So, can I draw a little guy, please? I love Chip, don't get me wrong. He's just, I also have Chip's world mostly planned out as well. It's a bunch of things going on in Chip's universe. But, to explain how this is Mirror, by the way. Mirror may look not like creepy. I don't know if you would count it as creepy, but I don't know. Some people did. This is Mirror. These two are not one of the same, but this thing came from this. I made a video about it once. I don't remember what the video is called. I think it was called like corruption or something, and how this thing came to be. I don't know. If you want to go look at it, it's on my like shorts page on my channel. So if you want to go look at that, you can. You don't have to though. Basically, what happened is, I'm gonna do a little simple explanation of the void. So the void is like, obviously it's a void. It's of nothingness. All of these fellers, all these guys. Hold on, let me get rid of the X's on. Let me get rid of all the X's on them. So all of these guys are able to not just you. All of these guys are able to access a place called the Void, which, again, it is just nothing. It's not pitch black. It is nothing. It's filled with nothingness. And, if you're connected to the Void like all of these guys are, you can't have any alternate selves because they can enter any universe without messing anything up. But if if a non-void guy goes into a universe, it can mess up timeline stuff, and you don't want that. So some of these guys are special. Like, for example, here, let me show you this image of Blake. So this is Blake. He is a void guy, obviously. Not obviously, but he's a void guy. He has what is called void corruption all over his body. That's where the tentacle thingy-majibbers are that's why there's tentacle thingy-majibbers coming out of his back, and all the, like, black blotches all over his body. That's void corruption. If you get corrupted by the void, it's like one of two things is happening, or two things can happen. It's either you, or three actually. You either, oh yeah, he's kind of insane. Okay, but if I'm being honest with you, I don't know what the X-Men is. But he's like, but with him, he's a special case, so he's not really the best example. But void corruption can do one of. Oh, Wolverine was a part of that. Dang, I need to catch up on my superhero movies. I don't watch movies, I'm sorry. But, basically, like, one of a few things can happen of where void corruption, like, I guess in Charles' case, because he does have some void corruption, he has, I'm trying to find the best way to show, hold on. Let me do a little goober sketch real quickly. Alright, there you go. There's my little sketch for my demonstration. So, corruption can happen to anybody, not just people connected to the void. Like, if somebody who isn't connected to the void, meaning somebody who has alternate versions of themselves, they can also get corrupted, but it's more likely that they'll get a worse side effect to it than somebody connected to the void. Because somebody connected to the void technically don't exist. Because they only exist within one universe. It's complicated. But for example, with some corruption, it's just maybe just like a little part of your limb, or like for Charles' case, actually, he has some corruption on his one of his hands. I don't remember. Don't go into the void. No. Okay. Whatever. He has some corruption on his hand, but it won't affect him in any way, because it's just kind of like, so on Charles's, what hand is it? I don't remember which hand it's on. I think it's his right hand, so it would be over here. He has some corruption there, but it doesn't do anything. Literally the only, like, I guess, requirements to be a void guy is to not have any sort of alternate selves. Because, like, he doesn't exist anywhere else in any other universe. There's only one timeline where he exists, and it's like that with the rest of them. There's only one timeline where any of them exist. So, like, the universe they live in is the only place that you'll be able to find them. If that makes sense. Oh, hi, Star. I hope that makes sense. At some point, I'll make a proper post explaining, like, a proper, like, typed out post explaining this all. But, I just want to ramble. Because that's what I do best, I guess. Does that count what? Oh, if it's, like, is it, like, there's, like, different versions of you, like, different entities, I should say? Or is it all within one body? Because a good example of, there's what I call the 2-for-1 special with Charles here. He actually has, like, a personality disorder, where there's two fellers here. He's two people in one, and they're both void guys, or they're both connected to the void. what was I going off about? Oh yeah, void corruption. Some other points of corruption are full on kind of taking over your body. So like majority, probably like if I scribbled out this would also be a form of corruption. By the way, no two forms of corruption are the same exact. Every single form of corruption is unique. Some of them may be similar. They're just never the same. But the thing is with corruption, the void wants to just kind of like take you over, or at least the corruption wants to take you over, not the void. Sorry. So if your body is fighting against it, it just hurts. You're in constant agony. Like a good example for that is, I didn't put him in here. Is this guy? His name is Justin. This guy, he has void corruption. And he's being a little bitch about it. I'm allowed to make fun of them, my own characters. But, he's corrupted. His limbs fade to black. His eyes were they melted and turned into black ooze. No, he's not okay. And now, he's just constantly just in pain because he just refuses to accept the corruption. Because if you don't accept the corruption, it will stay, like, it would stay back, like, it won't do anything, but you're in just constant agony. He's in, like, Charles's situation. This is Karma, by the way. He's in Charles' situation where he has some corruption on him, but it's not enough to do anything. She is being taken over by the corruption. This part is part of her corruption. So, the thing is, she's also a little weird. She kind of fused with a void demon, which I gotta explain void demons. She's kind of, there's like two minds in her. It's weird. He is a special case. This is Blake. These two do not like each other, by the way. This man despises this man, despises him. This man despises a lot of people. But I'll get into Chain in a little bit, because he's honestly really important to the story I want to write. Blake, this is Blake. He is from Chain's knowledge, because Chain's kind of like the know-it-all for all the void. He's the only person who's able to control his corruption. Like, he can corrupt himself more, and then he can take away some of his corruption, and Chain has no idea how he's able to do that. And Blake kind of doesn't really know how to do that either, or how he really understands how he knows how to do that, but he just does. Oh, Chain? He did lost a fight with no, he didn't actually lose a fight with a blender, but he looks like he did, if I'm being honest. This is being stuck in the void with a bunch of void demons. Void demons are like what they sound like. They're literally creatures of the void. What's the best way? Like, they can literally be anything. They can look like anything. Like, for example, this guy is technically a void demon. Mira's weird. Mira is extremely weird. Mira has different properties than other, Mira's just kind of its own thing. Like, it's not exactly a void demon, but it's not exactly somebody connected to the void. It's kind of the in-between. Mira is humongous. Mira's like, how tall were you? Mira's like 15 feet, 15 and a half feet. It's tall. It can crush, it can pick up trucks, it can throw things, like probably quadruple times its size. But the thing is, it's just a big softie. Which is so funny, because these two are connected. They're like this, Mirror, like, whenever he was younger, before the whole personality split, Mirror, like, literally broke off from Charles. So literally Mirror's just like a part. Mirror's just literally just a part of Charles. it's just a big guy. A little fun fact about Mirror, actually, is that Mirror really likes bread and gummy bears. Why? I don't know. I do know, actually. I came up, a few years ago, I randomly just came up with that and went, "No, what, Mirror, you really like those." Says who? I don't know. Says me. It's my character. I can do what I want. It's really nice. The only time whenever it's not nice is whenever this guy, because he's able to, like, mind control, and that's what I wanted to say. I couldn't think of words for a second. But this guy is able to, like, control him, or control it, like, via his mind, because connected. But how, yeah, I don't traumatize him all I freaking want. He's a horrible character. Or he's a horrible guy. This man has killed many innocent people. He's trying to ruin people's lives just for the sake of him realizing that his life is ruined. And he's like, if I can't have a good story or a good happy life, then no one can. He's one of those guys. The funny thing is that this man wants to change. He doesn't want to continue being like that. Bro just wants to be loved. But him acting like that is not going to make him be loved. Such a loser. What? His hat? Like this? Yep. Yeah, Charles is just really complicated. A little fun fact about a few of these guys, actually. Which ones? I'm gonna circle them. So, Charles, not really animated, but animated. Seb, Chip, Rufus, Smuggy, and not you. Yes, you. Sid, and Scarf. So, the ones I just circled. Oh, and you. And M. So the ones I circled are actually, is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Or actual, like, looks I had for a while. Like, literally, I used to draw myself, like, how I draw Charles. I used to draw myself how I draw Seb. Actual outfit that I have IRL. Actual outfit I have IRL. Actual outfit, literally, I have that Mugman mask sitting on, like, right in front of me. Actual outfit, not the horns and the wings, but, like, he's basically wearing the same outfit as him. These two are basically wearing the same outfit. Actually, Scarf existed way before all of them. Outfit I wore all the time, outfit I wore for a while. A bunch of these guys originally, let me show you how many there were a few years ago when I first made them. You ready, guys? Those two were a part of this. Boom. That's who they all were back in, like, what is it, 2021? I think that was all, yeah, this was all of them. Just these 8. Or, actually, Chain existed then. Hold on. You existed. You weren't a Void guy, but you existed. Anyone else existed? I mean, the other ones existed. Like, I think the oldest OC, because fun fact about all of these guys, besides the ones I didn't make, of course, they actually have older drawings that I used, like, a bunch of these guys, like, a good example, or not big of a brush. These guys, forgot Scarf. They were characters I actually made. I made you way before, but I made all of these guys in, like, 2020, 2021. I think it was February of 2021. You existed before. Yes. Yeah, a bunch of these are just old characters of mine that I decided, know what, I'm going to revamp them because I can do what I want. I want to. It's just, what's stopping me at the moment is that I need to work out each of their, because I have their individual stories, like the main ones being his, or hers, that's a woman. It's, if I'm being honest, it's just mainly, like, everyone else, I need to, like, sit down and write it. But the thing is, I only have their backstories. I need to get their current stories down. Of, like, what's happening currently, not just past stuff. Because I want them all, not even all of them, because that would be way too big of a cast for a show or a movie. There's, like, 42 of them on this panel. There is 42 of them on here. It's just, I need to, like, sit down and actually figure out what I want the main story to be. All I know is that I want it to mainly focus on these three. And the thing is with a bunch of them, their stories don't necessarily involve the Void until post-backstory. Like, mainly with her and him. With these two, they don't come from the same story, by the way. They're just kind of... Yeah, I need to stop making new Void guys. Like, I have their idea for their story. Like, I know his... I kind of had to throw everything away that I had for them because my ex was helping me write them, and them being my ex, we broke up, obviously, and all the lore and stuff I had for them made absolutely no sense, so I had to get rid of it all. I have his backstory. It's all good. I hope you know this is not going to be the only time I'm talking about these guys. There's a lot to talk about. Him. I want to talk about him right now. Chain is... Hold on, this is an outdated drawing of him. Turn that off. Outdated. Very outdated. This is made back in 2023, and 2023 is a long time ago. But, he's missing his owies here. And I also just made him too complicated. That's when he got his owies. It was whenever he first got into the Void. Do you want to hear about what happened to him and how he's stuck in the Void? Because he's stuck in the Void. Or do you want to wait? It's up to you. He got an owie. So... So Chain, a little fun fact, Chain isn't actually is his name, but we call him Chain. Or his original name, I should say, but, So Chain is the most experienced and the most, like, he's the one who knows most about the Void, because he's been stuck there for a very long time. And when I say stuck, I mean he literally cannot leave. Yep, that is correct. Mirror is, Mirror's kind of genderless. Mirror's Mirror. We love Mirror. I love Mirror so much. Oh my gosh. But, Chain is, like, stuck in the Void. Like, and I say stuck, I mean, like, literally Chain cannot leave. Like, so, I'm not drawing your hair right. He did this fun thing called, here, let me actually, no, I didn't want to move all of you guys. So, the Void is filled with a bunch of these, like, mirror portals. That's where this guy got this goober got its name, by the way, because this guy is very unoriginal. So there's a bunch of these, like, mirror portals within the Void. And whenever Chain first got into the Void, Bro just didn't know what was happening. Yeah, Mirror that's the point of Mirror. Mirror is supposed to, like, give off the feeling of, like, uneasiness. But once you get to know it, it's like, oh my gosh, I love this guy. Yeah, but hold on, actually. You're fine. I didn't even catch your typo, if I'm being honest. But, where is my phone? I need it. But Chain, whenever he first entered the void, he didn't know what was happening, and he kind of had an emotional breakdown. And bro ended up destroying his only way back to his universe, meaning he destroyed his mirror. How did he do that? He just punched it, if I'm being honest. Bro just punched it, and then the mirror, like, shattered. This is a very bad description or showing of what happened, but it'd be more intense than this, I swear. I'm just trying to draw it out quickly so you guys can envision it. I mean, he was kind of having an emotional breakdown, if I'm being honest. You can't blame him too much. But, here, let me go back into a drawing of, actually, this one. So what's happening in this drawing is that after there is a line, nope, that line's supposed to be there. After he broke his mirror, oh yeah, you can draw a void guy. Literally, I don't care if any of you guys draw a void guy. But just literally the only I guess rule to a void guy is that there's absolutely no alternate selves, because I'll just kind of break the rules of everything that I've been writing. But after Chain breaks his mirror, I actually have a whole, like, I made a little comic about it. I don't know where that went, but I'll redraw it at some point. Basically, he gets taken by a void demon that looks a little something. It's all glitchy, so keep that in mind. Looks a little something like this. It's really weird. Actually, another void guy got corrupted by this guy. Looking at you, Ark. But it looks something like this. It doesn't have any eyes. That's what the eyes around it are for. That's its way of seeing. There's literally a whole section of the void literally dedicated to this thing. Hold on, let me make this black. Hi, mirror. Invert. They can be inverted for right now. It's all good. So it looks a little something like this. I don't feel like drawing on the glitchy part. I'll draw on the glitchy part. Hold on. It's like, you can't look at it. If you look at it, you are not gonna feel good. It's all glitchy and makes your vision all hazy, and it's just like, ooh, don't like that. It's just horrible being. Don't want to be around it. Oh, I just realized I forgot to grab a photo I wanted to show. That's all good. But basically, this thing was trying to kill Chain. That's where the yeah, you can do that. Ooh, that makes me feel a little bit ill. But, that's where these spikes come, or these scars come in, of whenever he gets freaking pierced by the thing. So again, he gets stabbed in the chest by, oh, I did the thingy wrong. It's whatever. He gets stabbed through the chest through it. Alright. And he gets, I have a drawing of this. I don't have it on Procreate because, I forgot to save it here. But basically, here, let me do a little quick Quick. I gotta invert this again. Invert, please. Thank you. Basically, what happened was Bro was getting suffocated by this thing. Like, see the little, like, lines that connect its limbs together? Like, Chain, I'm not drawing on his hair because I don't feel like it. So, like this, like, Bro was claws through his chest, went through it, Bro was just it's just horrible for him. He finally got out of that grasp, and he just kind of slowly deteriorated over time. Chain has been stuck in the void for a pretty long time, but it doesn't matter to him, because it's not like he can leave. He doesn't like anybody in the void. Oh, hi, Rex. But, he's stuck in the void. He don't like anybody goes in, or he doesn't like anybody in the void, because he knows the dangers that it can do, because he's interacted with, or encountered with a bunch of void demons, and he knows what happens whenever a person not connected to the void gets into the void. And the more people, so for example, this guy, it's not his fault as to why his universe is so weak, but his universe is being infested by void demons. And he's just constant state of just trying to fight to stay alive. This page, it's important. Where are they? These three are important characters to my void guys. But these three also fight alongside him in trying to, like, survive. They're all corrupted, all that jazz. It's all that jazz, but it's okay. They're fine for the most part. And that's the only reason why they're, like, no, what was I gonna say? The reason why the universe they live in is so, like, filled with void demons, it's because I need to breathe. Hold on, guys. Whew. I've been yapping a lot. Okay. But the reason why his universe is so weak is that so many people, non-void, like, non-connected to the void, knew about it. And it made the gateway, or the mirror, or whatever, very weak. So void demons were able to, like, infest, I guess? If that makes sense? I don't know what to draw Chain doing. Chain, get out of here. Go away, Chain. Shoo. I don't know what to draw him doing. Oh my god. Guys, you guys don't understand. I don't know why I did this, but I made Chain's body so freaking complicated. Like, press on the thing. Press on the freaking thing. Look at him. Look at all the chains on him. It's going to be a pain if I animate this, it's going to be a pain to animate. Here, actually, let me just zoom in on these guys. But there's so much, like, individual lore for all of them. Literally, with how much lore I've written for him, he could probably have his own TV show or a few movies just to himself, if I'm being honest. She could have possibly her own, because I've written out, yeah, Chain is gonna be, I've been trying to simplify him a lot, because I don't want to, But, like, if I got rid of his chains, then his name wouldn't make any sense. If you guys want to ramble about lifers, you guys can do that. It's just, I won't be talking about them, because I want to talk about my silly goobers, even though most of them aren't silly goobers, and they've done really messed up things, looking at you, Charles. And you've done very messed up things, but it's not your fault. A little fun fact about this. So, with this guy, with this feller, he's kind of his story's a little messed up, if I'm being honest. He's, like, but it's intricate. I've worked it out, of, like, okay, I'll talk about Mirror. Hold on. I don't really have, if I'm being honest, oh, wait, I can't say this. I was about to say, I don't really have much for Mirror. I do have much for Mirror. Mirror is able to open it has its own little, like, section in the void. Hold on, let me just open a new canvas. Mirror has this own section in the void of where only it can access it. Here, let me draw out the little place. It loves it there so much. I remember when I came up with this, I was on vacation. I was in New York in a hotel room. It's not what, I need this one. I need it to be a little more on the black side. There we go. But Mirror's able to enter this place it's through the void. And, only it can access it. It's basically like it's an in-between in the in-between, if that makes sense. It's weird, but it's Mirror's place, and Mirror loves it. There's a bunch of these, like, floating little, like, orb things. And all the colors. Mirror if you guys follow me on, TikTok, which I don't think any of you do besides, like, V, my profile picture is actually Mirror in its little plane of existence. Or I guess plane of existence within the void. Is it light blue? I think it's this blue. No one else is able to access it unless Mirror personally brings them to... No, it's all good. I post, like, the same exact things I post here, so you're not missing much. But there's, like, this is Mirror's plane of existence. Nothing is able to get into this, to where this is, unless Mirror personally brings them. Mirror's very weird. We love Mirror. I need to draw Mirror more. What's funny about all of my void guys is that, because I do, but I don't count Mirror as one, because Mirror's kind of like, it's like, its own thing. Mirror's like literally just a one of a kind. There's no other void demons or void guys that look like Mirror, or act like Mirror, because a little fun fact, if you're counting Mirror as a void demon, Mirror's actually, there's two others. But Mirror is, like, the only one that has aged. Because Mirror used to look real different from this. Again, I made a post about it, but if you don't want to go look at it, it's all good. I think it's called Corruption. I think that's what the post is about. It's how Mirror came into existence. But, Mirror's like one of the only void guys. Or void demons, I should say, sorry. Void demons that have ever aged. There's another one, but I can't give away that because that's I guess, spoilers. I don't think Mirror's old enough. Mirror is not old enough to be president, I'm sorry. I gotta make its legs bigger. Mirror's really humongous. Mirror's huge. It's mainly because of its legs, but it's huge. But the thing is, it doesn't show its actual, like, proper height that often, because it's pretty, it's hunched over, so it can talk to Charles easier. I haven't really came out with official ages for all my Void guys. Mirror isn't as old as you may think. Mirror's like, no. Whenever Mirror came into existence, Charles was like, around like 7 years old. So he's like, Mirror's like 7 years younger than Charles, and Charles is a grown adult. I have general age ranges, but I don't have proper ages for them all. So, Mirror's like 7 years younger than Charles. And I'm still figuring out Charles' age, so you guys just get to stick with that. Oh yeah, Mirror's claw hands. I forgot. What's funny about Mirror is that in all the years that because Mirror's been in existence in, like, since 2021. Sorry, I'm forgetting years. It's been in existence in 2021. The only thing, nothing has changed about it. The only thing that has changed is, like, its height and how I draw its body, which is just more of an update to my current art style. I'm gonna have to post a comparison. But, Mirror's just silly little goober. And it's like, its favorite person is Charles, obviously, because, you know, it's a part of it. But, like, Charles does not deserve Mirror, if I'm being honest. Charles does not deserve this Void demon. This Void creature, I should say. Charles hates this thing. We have their best buds. Love each other so much. Totally. There it goes. There we go. There you go, buddy. Mirror is usually properly colored. I just don't feel like properly coloring them right now. Well, there you go. There's a little doodle Mirror in its plane of existence. Oh, alright. It's all good. It's all good. I'll most likely be able to keep this stream up. So if you want to, like, go back and look at more, like, hear me talk about this, you can. Hopefully I don't. Probably did. But see ya. What else to talk about? Okay, I'm gonna put you on a different layer. Alright. Go away. Bye, TBX. Hold on, guys. Give me a second, guys. Oh my gosh! Hi, Dip! You literally came just in time. I was literally about to start talking about Astro. Literally, I was about to start talking about Astro. You joined just in time. Okay, you're in my walls. Where are you? Where are you? Or are you not going to give your position? Yeah, how was the void dip? Did chain help you at all, Dip? Or no? Wait! Dip, if you're bread, Mira's gonna try and, like, eat you. We didn't think about that. Who I'm drawing at the moment. Oh, alright. But who I'm drawing at the moment. Oh, this is not how I draw your eye. This is Astro. She's a... Dang. But I'm saying if you do run into Mira, you might want to be a little careful. Don't say anything about bread. Or don't call yourself bread at all. I mean, you can give it bread and it'll be very appreciate it. There we go. I can't word, guys. But Astro, from what I'm going to say, it's not much, but from what I'm going to say, is that honestly, out of everybody, she has a really good reason as to why she's so bitchy. Because this fun thing happened called, whenever she was really little, she got launched off into space. Yeah. What makes it worse is that it was by her dad on accident, quote unquote. No, it was an accident. Then he literally just didn't go back to save her. But enough of that depressing thing. I want to talk about Dave. Oh my gosh, I love Dave so much. He's so silly. So, while Astro is floating off, endless space and whatnot, we love Dave. Hold on, I gotta pull up a little rough image of him real quick so I can draw him correctly. He's a pretty simple design, but I want to draw him correctly. Where is he? I didn't make it that long ago. Dave is an alien who saves Astro from drifting off into space. Here, let me draw him. He's very silly goober, if I do say so myself. Actually, wait, I have a photo of him on here. This is Dave. Look at him. He's silly goober. He is one of Astro's best friends. We love Dave. I love Dave. He's so silly. He's literally like, what was I gonna say? He's literally like, there's 2 other aliens that are friends with, Astro and Dave as well. Hold on. What is my photo? Hold on, guys. I gotta mute for a quick second. Right, sorry about that, guys. Dave is kind of like, he's one of the 3 aliens who saved Astro from drifting off into more endless space. There's 2 others. Wait, hold on. Let me show you those 2 others. But yeah, so there's Dave. And then there's also these 2. That's the eraser tool. There's these 2. Which, what were their names again? Helix and Coffee. That's their names. That is not the layer I want to turn off. This is the layer I wanted to turn off. 2 other aliens, but I want to draw Dave. So I haven't drawn them on Procreate. But they're aliens. I'm still working on what exactly they do, but I have a general idea. This guy is like good, golden retriever energy personified. He's just all over the place, but it's okay, because we love him for it. We love this goober. Or I love this goober. Dip loves this goober. You should love this goober. Nothing tragic happens to him. He's just, or his friends, he's just silly goober who decides to save a human life because, yeah, silly stuff, you know? It's been a while since I've drawn Dave. Silly goober Dave. I have, yes. There we go, we got Dave and Astro. They're literally best buds. Can people stop being loud? Oh yeah, they're literally just... Oh wait, hold on. They're best buddies. I gotta add something to his design though. If we're talking digital circus, I'd say Kinger. Oh, my back. Ah! My back's been hurting a lot lately. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. There you go. We got the 2 best buds. Why'd you do that? Procreate. Astro's very, standoffish with people ever since what happened. But with those three aliens, especially with Dave, she's like really open with them because they actually care for her, unlike her father. There you go, silly goober. Silly goober, I forgot your belts. There we go. There you go, Dave. Sorry about that, buddy. We got the Dave. Dave is his actual name. But no matter how much they tried, out of the three of them tried, they just couldn't. Astro just can't understand their actual names, so she's like, I'm just renaming you guys. Favorite planet? I don't see, if I'm being honest, I don't really have a favorite planet. They're all unique and cool in their own way. But if I had to choose, I'd probably say Neptune. Asher, do you have a hoodie? Do you wear a hoodie? You do wear a hoodie. I was drawing wrong. I was a voice crack. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot her scars. Her testing scars. She has a lot of those. There we go. You guys just heard a bunch of things shift. So sorry about that. If you heard a bunch of things shift, I'm so sorry about that, guys. I'm repositioning because my back hurts. You were on the layer. Go away. Best buddies. Best buddies. And then post Astro's story. Little fun fact about Astro's story. Post everything that happens, I guess. Whenever she knows about the void, she becomes buddy with Augustine, which is this guy, Yeehaw Cowboy Man. Once they meet and get to know each other, they grow to a brother-sister kind of relationship. If that was really loud, something just fell on my iPad. So sorry, guys. Yeehaw, Cowboy Man. You go, yeehaw. I just give him a really long neck. Sorry about that, buddy. There we go. Augustine is yeah, it's your boy, Dip. But Augustine, Cowboy, he go yeehaw. Yeehaw, man. How about phone? How about you don't vibrate, please? Jeez, I'm crow. If you really want to go off of everything that I've been telling you. You could say I'm a cowboy from the void. There you go. The void has really weird properties, but we don't question it. Don't question it. We don't question the void, because the second you start questioning the void, stuff happens. Yeehaw, man. Actually, I want to change how your arm is positioned. Void can't play. This man is super silly, man. But guess what, guys? Guess what? Said man has a lot of angst. I don't know how I want your hand to go, buddy. I don't like how your hand is being positioned. So we're gonna scooch you over a little bit. So I can't just have him be smirking at the non-existent camera again. I draw him like that way too much. What do I want your body to be doing, dude? Yeah, he go yeehaw. Sad, he lost everything. Womp womp. Womp womp. Lost everything. Dang, that sucks. Aw, man. I drew your hat very crooked. I can womp womp all of them if I really wanted to, Dip. You know what? I don't like this drawing of him. Go away. But, I can womp womp all of them. I can give a womp womp to him. Give a womp here. Womp womp to you, animated. Womp womp to Seb. Womp womp to Chip. No, actually, I won't womp womp Chip. You don't have anything I can womp womp about. Womp womp to Muggy. Womp womp to Augustine. Womp womp to Astro. Womp womp to Kayla. I'll give you 3 womps. Womp 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 to you, Chain. Womp womp to you. Womp womp to you. Everybody gets womp womps. Don't. I can do it back. No, wait, I know what I could do. Dip, look. It's your favorite. Look, Dip, it's your favorite. Look at him, Dip, it's your favorite. I'm so mean. I know you loathe him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know you don't like him. I'm sorry. Who do I want? I would talk about Rufus, but his story is a little... I don't know who to talk about. There's so many of them, but there's a bunch of them that I don't want to say too much about. I'll talk about Zach, actually, because I actually want to do something with him soon. So Zach, which is, he's basically oh my gosh,